Oh, that's so bad though. 50 energy, not worth. It's so not worth for 50 energy, man. Oh god. Oh god. I'll have it on my bars. I don't know if I'll actually use it to kill somebody. I might be able to though. Okay, roll. Alrighty. Xayah going up against oh, it looks like, I mean, Clayton, you're gonna make it look like it's you dueling, man. You're gonna make it look like it's you dueling. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be the Piercing versus Xayah. The Piercing versus Xayah. So Piercing already knows that I'm here. He knows that I'm dueling, so I'm gonna be out here just so I can see the duel whenever it happens, man. I'm gonna see the duel whenever it happens. Feldman knows it's not me. I'm just on a mound. That's why I'm just watching the duel whenever they find each other. Confuse everybody. Oh, so Feldman actually saps him. Okay, Xayah getting sapped on by Feldman, opening up with a cheap shot and everything. Not going for burst or anything. Doesn't have a buff rolling at all, so should be waiting, I guess, for a while. Now he gets a buff going. Does have a little bit of loaded dice rolling. Xayah doesn't have any poisons or any. Does have poisons. Loaded appears the Feldman up with dots. Blind comes out. Feldman trinkets it. Blind Xayah. So Xayah can trinket whatever CC you have piercing. So this is going to be a little bit hard. And you have no DRs on stone, so this is gonna be rough. Vanish comes in as Splendor Armor gets used, so Xayah was able to escape that burst completely. And Feldman is kind of out in the open. Now he's gonna have to go back into stealth, into their team. Xayah saps Piercing somehow. Have no idea how they saw him. I guess Piercing was trying to juke him out. Cheap Shot Garrote is coming out onto Piercing with Vendetta and everything. So this is all the burst available right now. Gated Shot comes in right afterwards. Piercing doesn't have too many defensive abilities. Does go for a stun. Chicken comes out of Xayah. Xayah utilizing turn the tables in order to do 50% more damage. Piercing is going down a little by little. Cloak Shot is getting burned right now. It does have parry up. Should be facing Xayah. Xayah does have evasion up as well. Still maintaining the poisons on Piercing on those dots. Going in for stealth. Might be able to get a sap and Piercing dot is still available. Going in for cheap shot. It is not DR'd. It's still for cheap shot. Trinket comes out. I'm pretty sure it's a human trinket or a normal trinket. Getting a stun onto Xayah. Xayah's actually dropping below 1 million. Piercing going in for dual damage. It takes him out. Piercing took him out as an Outlaw Rogue. Took out Xayah. Holy crap. Dark Soul coming net now. Going in for Netherwalk. With the Netherwalk, I guess he got Piercing. Barely. Now Leroy Jenkins is coming at Dark. Fell so Dark needs to go for some damage, some CC. Does get a trinket out of Leroy. Does get some damage out of Leroy. Going in for damage. I'm going back to Cell just so they don't target me. Wings are coming out of Leroy. Dark Soul goes up into the air, raining down felled energies at Leroy, who's going for Flash of Lights. So it's really health is kind of just recovering him. No dampening yet. Stun comes out of Dark Fell Soul. Trinket and Imprison onto Leroy, who pops a trinket and does get a execution sentence up on Fell Soul. So that's going to be a little bit of damage. The Fell Soul just has to deal with dropping darkness as Leroy Jenkins approaches. Leroy doesn't want to run into darkness at all, so that's not going to help Fell Soul at all. Does drop a stun and artifact weapon onto Leroy. Going in with a lot of damage. Does have a lot of Fury built up. Could go for a lot of damage. Leroy still should have a trinket available. Should coming up right now soon-ish. The human trinket or the normal trinket should be up soon. Felsoul does have Metamorphosis and he's using it to heal. Blur is active. Bob comes in, so Felsoul doesn't have too much in terms of healing now available for the Metamorphosis. Leroy has a Bop and Flash and Light. Healing up to full. Should have a stun available. So if Dark Soul can do something against that Kidney or against that Hodge, then he should be able to live it. Does have himself at about half health. Leroy's healing up to full. The Dark Soul needs to get some kind of plays going. Is going up for a Metamorphosis with Awakened Demon within. Does get a small stun onto Leroy. Leroy can still get a stun onto Dark. Is still trying to get away. Does get an Execution Sentence available on him. Execution Sentence is doing a lot of damage. Now Metamorphosis is coming out. I think it was a IB Metamorphosis before. Does have Blur available. Goes up into the air with Meta, which should be able to heal him up a little bit. We're dampening at about 1%. Leroy is still able to heal through all that damage. Though it looks like going from Meta and Flight didn't work out for the Demon Hunter at all. Leroy should have his stun available any moment now, and Leroy and Dark Soul knows and expects it. The Execution Sentence is going to do a lot of damage. In Cap comes in onto Leroy. Stun comes in from a distance. Dark Soul has under 500k health. Does have Netherwalk. Did I get a Hodge out of? Oh, he did get a Hodge out of Leroy at one point. I'm not sure when, but he did get a Hodge out of him. I'm not sure if it would just happen. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't because Hodge isn't a 30-second cooldown. Dark Soul will get hit with a Hammer of Justice. Oh no. Judgment into a Blades of Justice. Hodge comes in by Layla onto Leroy, forces in a human artifact trinket. Leroy now getting a stun onto Layla, forcing out a normal trinket out of them. Doesn't want to force that artifact weapon trinket yet. Leroy's taking a lot of damage, but so is Layla. Both of them are actually pumping damage to each other with wings. Layla is playing the Crusader build, I'm pretty sure. Bubble getting forced out of Layla before Leroy. Both of them are going for heals. Leroy's heal has a bubble and nothing got forced out of him. Hodge comes in by Leroy onto Layla. Layla needs to force that bubble. Needs to force those cooldowns. Needs to force something out of him. Has a lot of damage available. Still has wings. Crusader for a little bit longer. Should be able to get a lot of damage out now. But Layla's actually dropping lower and lower. Leroy took him out and Layla dealt almost no damage to them. Sullivan here now going up against Leroy. Should be able to get a lot of cooldowns up. There shouldn't be a trinket available for Leroy for quite a while up until the minute mark. So 40 seconds till the trinket is available. Is an Assassination Rogue. Loading up Leroy with a lot of damage. Still there's a bubble available for him. Hodge comes into Sullivan here. He does trinket it. Leroy is walking right really close next to the eye. Cloak and Shadow is coming out as Sullivan is taking a ton of damage. Bubble comes in as Sullivan blinds him. And Execution Stance coming out on Sullivan as he vanishes. Has a little bit of Dense Concoction available. Does get a cheap shot. Maybe even a garrote onto Leroy. Leroy uses another trinket. So if he does have any trinkets now, he doesn't have them anymore for quite a while. Sullivan is still trying to get away from Leroy as much as possible. Trying to get a reset. Leroy trying to go for healing with 13% dampening. That's going to be a little bit rough. Sullivan trying to find a way to approach at Leroy, who's gonna pick up eyes, and I don't want to be the guy getting caught. Oh no, he threw a judgment at me. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want that because he saw the first rogue and he started hitting him. Bob comes in, stun on Sullivan. Sullivan is gonna go down. Am I really gonna be able to get to use my Shadowy Duel? Am I actually gonna be able to use it? Hold on. Using it. Force a trinket out of him. Force a trinket out of Clayton just now. Wall is up. So I'm gonna have to wait it out. Have a lot of damage on for Clayton available. He just stun? Did he just stun, you fucking goober? Stream sniper, 100%. You know, that's how you know it's a stream sniper. Okay, I'm fine resetting. I'm fine resetting. I'm fine resetting. Against Clayton? Hell yeah. With dampening at 20%? Hell yeah. Mark for death available and everything. He'll have a trinket this time though. Yeah, he's gonna use it if he remembers that he has it. Oh, who's next? Who's next, boys? Fury or the other guy? Fury and I going in for the eye. Well done. I don't think he saw me. Stun coming in. Stun coming in. I'm waiting for the stun. Relentless. That's actually really good. Relentless is actually really good for him. There we go. He got a big kill out of it. No trinket available anymore. Have Mark for Death up over a little bit. That AoE is actually pretty large. You'll be surprised just how large that shit is. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a trinket anymore. Pretty sure he used it already. Stun coming in, yep. Have everything. There we go. Was that 2 people? That wasn't 2 people killed though. That's a little bit of an issue. Hold on, I'm probably gonna die here. Probably gonna die, but DR. GR at least saves me a little bit. Yeah, I can't do anything here. Yeah, if I live. Oh god. Yeah, dead. Yeah, I was out of it. If this guy actually just let me re-stealth, I actually could have probably beat him in a duel. But he's not gonna let me. It's probably the right way. I mean, if he wants to win, he probably should go killing me. So that's 2 people dead, and I did use Shadowy Duel twice. The Paladin technically counts. The Warrior definitely counts. Clayton, I mean, I beat him, but I didn't actually use it on him. So, is that good enough, Eve? Eve did say, hey, use Shadowy Duel. He did say use Shadowy Duel for a dono, so let's see it, man. Let's see it. You don't have to donate. I'm joking. I just wanted to see if I could actually do it. It's a bad talent. I have to say it's a bad talent still. I hope they replace it. Out of all the talents, I really hope they replace that one in the future. That was my plan all along. I don't know, Sean, was it? Maybe Sean was in on it. That's a possibility. Maybe he was in on it.